on June 5th, we are setting you free to demonstrate that you, the class of 2020, will electrify the whole world with your happiness, growth mindset, and your positive relationships.
After today, high school will become nothing but a memory. But I'm fine with that, because it is a good one.
Mark time. Mark. Present. Colors.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Gary, colors. Right wheel. March.
Good morning, CMI, class of 2020. I stand here before you delivering a speech to celebrate you on this special occasion. Because of technology, we are able to do it from a digital platform. We wanted to make sure you were recognized for success. When I say we, I mean every employee of Paris Union High School District, especially your command staff here at CMI. I'd like to point out how inspiring you are to all of us, and we love to hear your stories. So please, I ask you to come back and tell your stories. You are a unique group of students. You were brought here for many reasons. From your perspective, it might have been just chance, but from our perspective, it's fate. Now, some might have needed realigning in their lives, but maybe even just a push. But in the long run, you have developed morals, principles, wisdom, pride, respect, tools that make decisions that will impact you for the rest of your lives. I want you to know that this class of 2020 means a lot to me. For the challenges we all have faced, mainly this coronavirus, and how it has impacted our lives in one way or another. So I'm challenging you all to further your education into a career that has meaning to you, how you are going to impact the world and leave a legacy. Now, I know college isn't for everyone, and that's okay. You can start a business, you can invent because you have creativity, you have imagination, you can join the military, and be the best that there is. And for that, I am thankful for your courage to protect the Constitution and the American people. Challenge yourselves to think long and hard about what you want to do in your lives. Some of you will become doctors, lawyers, chemists, teachers, and leaders. Maybe even the President of the United States of America. But this class is already ahead. Why, you ask? It's simple. The world threw you a pandemic, and yet here you are to graduate. You're the victorious. You survived and thrived and didn't give up. I know it has not been easy with all the pressure on you to succeed. The stresses of making friends, the stresses of passing tests, the stresses of home, the stresses of life, the stresses to exist. But I remind you, you're here because you're graduating from not just a military school, but CMI. CMI isn't just a school, it's a family that produces leaders with drive and passion to succeed in all areas of life. And each graduate never gave up on themselves or each other. I congratulate you, class of 2020.
Hello, graduates, families, and friends. I'm Grant Bennett, Superintendent of the Paris Union High School District. This graduating class of 2020 has endured through tremendous frustration and heartbreak. While we can't change what has happened with the COVID-19 virus that has changed all of our lives, we can use it to propel us to even greater heights. We celebrate you for the indelible mark that you have left, but also for the strength, courage, and adaptability you have shown through this trying times. When you leave high school and go to college, the military, or the workforce, we know that you will be a prime example of what is great about our community. While the ceremony is unconventional and not what we wanted to do for you, it does not take away from the success you have had in high school. We are all proud of you, your family are proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself. I'd like to close this speech with a quote from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who said, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward." Thank you.
Greetings and welcome from the Paris Union High School District Governing Board. I'm Dr. Randy Freeman. I would like to congratulate you for what you have accomplished these last 4 years and what you are looking forward to in your coming life. It should be a great adventure. Look what you've had to do so far. What have you done so far has proven how strong you are and how successful you can be. Just be passionate about what you want to do in life. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Anthony Stafford, Sr., Board President. On behalf of the Paris Union High School District Board of Trustees, I would like to congratulate the class of 2020. Reaching your goal is an experience you will always remember. It is an honor to celebrate this milestone in your lives. I would like to acknowledge your administrators, teachers, and the support staff who work together year after year to achieve your success. You have and will continue to make a difference in the lives of your students, parents, and community. We appreciate your commitment and dedication. Always remember, education is the key to reaching the goals you envision in your future. Thank you.
Thank you to all who made this virtual graduation possible. I know that it is nobody's first choice to hold your graduation in this manner, but we all want to recognize the hard work of this graduating class of 2020. Now, this has been a very interesting year, to say the least. From starting the year strong with outstanding sports seasons and academics during the fall, to powering through the first semester, leading into winter sports, and finishing with this graduation. You guys have crushed this school year with no problems at all. I feel like I'm forgetting something along the way. Oh yeah, COVID-19, the reason why we're doing it this way. This school year has made us all rethink everything about life and education this year. You've all become expert quarantiners, impressive social distancers, and outstanding virtual learners. And I'm sorry that we cannot all be at a graduation in person, and I really wanted to hand out diplomas and shake hands with each and every graduate. Unfortunately, I will have to settle for a virtual fist bump and the knowledge that most of you will be watching in your graduation cap and gown and your pajama bottoms. Now, you've all worked hard to be graduating, and I know that you will do big things in the future. So class of 2020, you guys rock.
My name is Jose Luis Arauz, and I have the honor and the privilege to serve as Vice President of the Board of Education of the wonderful school district, Paris Union High School. I want to say congratulations to the class of 2020. Graduates, this is the result of a lot of years of putting your effort, your commitment, and your perseverance. I wish you the best. I know that you will achieve all of your goals and your dreams will come true because we are the architects of our own destiny. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Hello, parents, friends, faculty, staff, and most importantly, hello to the class of 2020. Even though we cannot be together in person on this momentous day, do not let it take away from all you have accomplished these past 4 years. Our graduation signifies the end of a chapter in our lives. We must say goodbye to our friends, our teachers and staff, and head off into the great big world, but thankfully, we don't have to go out there alone. We have all created a strong support system full of people who care about us and want us to succeed. At the very least, we have each other. I have met so many amazing people here at CMI, and I hope they continue to be a part of my life for many years to come. I remember our senior sunrise all those months ago. We talked, we played games, we ate, we even danced. Thinking back to those times, I can't help but smile because there were such good vibes back then. In the time span from our first day of high school until now, we have grown not only in height, but also in personality and character. While we may not have been able to enjoy all the senior activities that were planned for us, the time we spent together will never be forgotten. One of the biggest things I learned at CMI was to embrace change and new ideas. My freshman year, I was very closed-minded and didn't want to try new things. I just wanted to go to school, do my time, and come home. Over the years, though, I learned thinking like that will do me no good. The world we live in is always changing and adapting, so in order to stay alive, I need to change and adapt too. There are some things that will stay the same, though. Our memories that we made and our friendships that have stood the test of time. We have made our mark here at CMI, and now we must go write the rest of our story. I think our English teachers gave us some practice with all those essays. There is no doubt that we wish we could change certain things about our experience here, but thinking about what could have been if we did things differently will have no effect on what happens to us now. We must continue to press on and learn from our mistakes. We will leave behind all of the challenges and struggles we faced here and run headfirst into whatever obstacle may present us. Our time at CMI has certainly not been smooth sailing, but now we are approaching the cliff at the end of the river, about to plunge straight down into adulthood and all the absurdities that come with it. As you all know, with the end of a chapter comes a new one, and what is new can be frightening at some times. We all no doubt feel bittersweet about the end of our time here, but I believe we will all go on to do great things in this new exciting chapter. We may choose to join the military or the workforce, or enroll in a college or university to further our education. Whatever it is you choose to do post-CMI, choose to do it with confidence and pride. Don't be scared to make mistakes, and don't be scared to try new things. We are in control of our own futures, the makers of our own destiny, and the captains of our own ships. I could keep going on, but I think you all get the point. As I neared the end of writing my speech, I drew a blank. I couldn't think of any one piece of wisdom that I could end the speech on. I wanted something positive, something to lift everyone's spirits. So I went to Google. Quotes from Gandhi, Abraham Lincoln, Einstein, and other similarly impactful people popped up. I also asked my family. They all had great ideas. So what is the special magical message I chose? I didn't choose one, because it doesn't matter what moral or lesson you get from this speech. We have all learned so much from our time here at CMI, I think we can skip the lessons in philosophy for today. But seriously, I do want to wish all of you the best of luck in whatever you choose to do, and thank you all for giving me an unforgettable high school experience.
Good morning. To those watching this, parents, teachers, staff, administration, and friends, thank you for supporting CMI's class of 2020. Also, congratulations to all of my fellow graduates. I will start by expressing my gratitude to God for all the blessings that have come my way, to my parents who sacrificed so much for the welfare of our family, to my 2 older sisters who bring me food when I'm stressed, to my relatives in America and in the Philippines who supported me relentlessly, to my friends, and you know who you are, thanks for being crazy because it ironically kept me sane. To my teachers and counselors who believed in me more than I believed in myself. To the staff who serve our school with passion and dedication. To the district and the superintendent, Mr. Grant Bennett, who makes the best pancakes, by the way. To Heather for sharing your study guides and Quizlets. I only mention this because some of us would not be here without it. Lastly, Thank you for standard-based grading for the retakes. You're the reason I passed AP Calculus BC with flying colors, which is why I am standing here today giving this speech. When I close my eyes, I can still remember freshman orientation and the agony we all felt as Mr. Maldonado was going to rip a $20 bill. Everything became different. For some, it was just a transition from one side of the campus to the other, while for others, it was a completely new environment. Juniors and seniors kept on warning us about the implications of our actions in high school and to use our time wisely. We kept this in mind, but I wonder if we really followed it. Looking back, I actually did a lot in high school. I was part of clubs, worked my way up the ranks to become battalion commander, ASB co-president, sang the national anthem a lot, survived in the woods, learned how to be a first responder, lead camps, and the list goes on. Fast forward, and it is now graduation. All of us waited for this day to come for 12 years. Now that it's here, how do you feel? Are you happy, sad, disappointed, proud? Truth is, you can be all of these things. You can be happy to finally be finished, sad because you will lose friends, disappointed because we did not have a formal ceremony, and proud because you worked hard to get to this point. As for me, I can't describe how I feel about graduating. You're probably thinking, she's a valedictorian. She should be happy, right? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy. This was my greatest academic feat. I worked my butt off studying for tests, completing assignments, and taking classes for the sake of a higher GPA. As a result, I made my family and others proud. I also have a shiny medal. But if I took this off, if I didn't have this medal, this title, would people still remember me, be proud of me? Without it, who am I really? However, I would not be who I am today without those struggles of becoming top of the class. You should be asking that question also. Disregarding social status, awards, and other causes for discrimination, who are you really? This is why, class of 2020, I encourage you to be a person of character because I believe it is a great stepping stone to success. Nonetheless, my position has made me a person to be remembered. However, please heed that there are many amongst my peers who have worked harder than I to finally wear this cap and gown. They overcame adversity, hardships, people's opinions, and their own doubts. For years to come, you might remember me because I was valedictorian, but I beg that you do not forget my classmates. Do not forget those who played multiple sports and held jobs while maintaining good grades, or the awkward kid who went from a 3-point-something to a 4-point-something in a year. Do not forget the nerds, the band geeks, the anime fans, the dreamers, the leaders, and even the troublemakers. To the class of 2020, maybe we didn't get our knots trip, prom, powder puff, grad night, or beach trip. I'm here to tell you that it's okay. I mean, we did save money. We also gained something better, and that was more time. Time for thinking, spending time with our families, doing hobbies, and watching Netflix. I like to think of it as a head start for the rest of our lives. I would like to close my speech with this. If we were gathered as we should have been, I would tell you this. Look to your left, look to your right, look in front of you and behind you. Look at the faces of your peers, people you have laughed with, cried with, danced the night away with, and made memories with. Look closely and remember them, because we all have to face the truth that we may never see some of these people ever again. We might never cross paths, not because we don't want to, but because it is not what fate has in store for us. As cruel as it is, people are like moments. They can last for a short time or a long time, but there will always be a point when they transform into memories. After today, high school will become nothing but a memory. But I'm fine with that, because it is a good one. Thank you.
Hello, class of 2020, and welcome to your graduation. I was only 14 years old when my family and I crossed the Atlantic Ocean and moved to Chicago back in 1989 from the former Republic of Yugoslavia. My childhood was filled with joy as I swam and fished the beautiful Adriatic Sea over the summer and enjoyed skiing and sledding with family and friends over winter. My father and mother wanted to take a year off and pursue higher education, and for myself and my sister and brother to learn English. We were going to return home after the year was over. But shortly after landing in Chicago, I watched on television as tanks rolled through the streets of my hometown. My school was being used to shelter the refugees and many of the wounded. Our family home in Croatia was bombed and looted. My world came crashing down in an instant, much like yours did in March 13th of this year when our CMI closed. Everything I had known, everything that was secure and familiar had changed in a blink of an eye. I had lost my friends, family, and my home. For a moment, I felt helpless and hopeless. But then my father, who is a paragon of courage, optimism, and resilience, stepped up to the stage and showed me how to move forward and succeed in life despite the obstacles. I wish to share with you 3 strategies that my father taught me in hopes that it will help you to deal with the situation you find yourself in today and show you that you can find success, meaning, and happiness despite the obstacles that are set before you. Number 1, happiness. It doesn't just happen. You must intentionally engage in healthy behaviors that promote the experience of joy and commitment, positive well-being, and the sense that your life is good and worthwhile, worth living. For me, that means playing basketball, or soccer, or tennis, or playing my trumpet, or guitar, or swimming, playing hide and seek with my kids, going hiking to experience nature, reading, or on occasion sneaking out to go rock climbing so that my wife doesn't find out, because if she does, I'll be in a lot of trouble. But what activities do you enjoy? Be intentional about doing things that make you happy. Number 2, focus on developing a growth mindset. It's a belief that you can use your God-given qualities and talents to learn or master any new skill or science, if you put the time and effort into it. And that includes fractions, by the way. It is this mindset that propelled me to become a chemistry teacher and a principal and to complete my PhD this year. What do you want to accomplish? Whatever it is, you have it in you to do it. But first you must believe, and then you got to get to work. Your step 1 is to sign up for college classes this fall, or sign up with a branch of military, or get going with starting that business that you always wanted to start. But don't procrastinate. Don't delay. Yes, you can, and yes, you will. Strategy number 3, nurture positive relationships with others. During the difficult years that I had to go through, learning a new language, for example, and finding work in a foreign country, my family and I learned to rely on each other, but also created new supporting friendships. These friendships created a support system for us that helped us make it through some very difficult times. So celebrate with your friends. Meet often, even if it's over FaceTime or Zoom or Google Hangout. But definitely hang out and enjoy your time together. Some of you have been together since 5th grade. You're our legacy students. And you are a family now, so stay together and love one another. However, you also must be open and make space for new friendships and relationships. Seek friends that will be positive. Seek people who can teach you something good and help you to be your better self. Class of 2020, you know how important it is to never stop learning. So allow me to conclude with 2 amazing facts. First, you, the class of 2020, is the largest senior class in the history of CMI. Way to go. 116 seniors graduating. You're already making a mark on history. Second, today is June 5th. On this day of your graduation, back in 1752, Benjamin Franklin flew a kite for the first time to demonstrate that lightning was a form of electricity. Today on June 5th, we are setting you free to demonstrate that you, the class of 2020, will electrify the whole world with your happiness, growth mindset, and your positive relationships. Class of 2020, I charge you one last time with these words I shared with you during our morning formations. Never forget that we love you, you are safe, and now go do something great. Go Rough Riders! Mr. Bennett, it is my distinct honor to certify to you that the student cadets gathered here before you have met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the governing board of the California Military Institute, the Paris Union High School District, and the state of California. Mr. Bennett, I present to you the class of 2020.
Thank you, Dr. Milosavljevic. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, I accept your certification of these students. Based upon that certification, I now declare these students are graduates of the California Military Institute of the Paris Union High School District. Class of 2020, congratulations.
Heather Rose Abriz.
Maria Guadalupe Altamirano Chavez.
Nayeli Alvarado. Sharon Alexandra ALVARADO-FIGUEROA.
Mark AMEZCUA.
EVELYN Andrade.
Leslie Avila Huerta. Gabriel AVILES.
Freedom Clave is Sean Benjamin Anderson.
Gabriel Beltran. Daniel Mateo Caballero.
Andrea M. Cabrera.
David Calderon. Ismael Santoyo Cárdenas. Mariela M. Cárdenas.
John Carrera Cortez.
Angel Carrera Cortez.
Alfredo Ashton CAZARES. John Anthony Charco Nunez. Javier Nathan Chavez. Kenya Michelle Chavez. Marvin CRUZ.
Edward Angel DELATORRE.
Jocelyn Dominguez Trejo. Ishmael Enrique Duarte. Camilo Espinosa, Luis Estrada, Nadia Estrada, Rebecca Ann Estrada, Alejandro Fernandez, Luis Ferrer, Jasmine Aaliyah Fierros, Diana Flores,
Carolina Flores Santillan,
Maisha Flores Ramirez, Bahar Gafur Manzuri,
Giovanni Godinez, Faustino Gonzalez,
Ethan Allen Gonzalez, Lawrence Saavedra Gonzalez, Yuvia C. Gonzalez, Maria Eliza Gonzalez, Jemijah Monet Grant, William Gray-Briones, Max Guerrero, Regina Renee Guevara,
Nathaniel Timberland Gutierrez,
Michelle Utamia Hernandez Morano, Salia Ajan Hobbs,
Alexis Cassandra Huerta,
Brian S. Hurtado,
Jocelyn Celia Inzunza,
Amari Charles Jackson Taylor,
Jimena Jimenez,
Cheyenne M. LaSalle, Michelle Lopez, Daisy Lopez Gomez, Ashley Lopez Ruiz,
Aaliyah Nave Lopez Aceto Franks, Kiwan Romel Mack,
Eric P. Mares, Michael A. Morin, Jahir Martinez Rincon,
Elisa Marie McCorkle,
Catherine Mendoza,
Jose Manuel Milanes Esqueda, Stephanie Milan,
Joseph Anthony Milner,
Christian Uriel Mora, Eric Mora, Jocelyn Morales Herrera, Jonathan Isaac Mosqueda,
Isaac Navarrete,
Naya Elise Nelson,
Andrea Olivares, Angela Olivares,
Leona Marie Ambina, Valerie Ortiz, Brian Alonzo Partida Biarato, Catherine Pedroza, Jose Andres Perez, Irvin David Perez Robles, Jewel Marie Anaya Ragabar, Montserrat Rapallo, Ira Diana Rayo, Christopher A. Reyes Ruiz. Carla Graciela Robles. Isabella Joy Rodriguez. Danae Marie Roebuck. Jesse Rojas. Jose Luis Rosales Sosa. Adrian Jesus Ruiz. Yarisvet de la Paz Salgado Armenta. Arturo L. Sandoval. Lauren Smith. Luis Sosa. Sonny Nicholas Sotelo. Michaela Erlene Thompson. Emmanuel Mauricio Toro. Diana Torres. Jordan Ryan Toussaint.
Masoma Rejoice Ubatuegu. Luis Carlos Valadez Bonilla.
Emmanuel Valdez. Anaí Jasmine Valenzuela. David Esteban Vallejo. Sofia Isabel Velasco. Carson Verplanck. Adrian Vidari. Julio Jose Virgen Rodas. Genesis Jaquise Walker. Alfredo Lorenzo Weeks IV. Miguel Wences.
Philip Zamayoa Chavez.
Robert Zaragoza.
Although we are not able to do this together in person, in spirit and camaraderie, I ask you to symbolically turn your tassel from your right to your left, signifying that we have now crossed over from high school to college, military, or career. Class of 2020 Rough Riders, lead the charge.
Go Rough Riders!
I do want to wish all of you the best of luck in whatever you choose to do, and thank you all for giving me an unforgettable high school experience.
We're just so thrilled. This is the most exciting day of the year, truly. Crowning achievement of staff, students, district coming together to celebrate something really special.
I've been waiting for this for about a good 18 years. Thank you. I'm the mom. Bye.
Thank you.